Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, set.
53 is the mark.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You got nothing. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Alert flare. Shift. Joker.
Hey. Two.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From just shy of midfield, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. On third down, Jones got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
Just like that. Check.
Rock it.
Switch it.
Throwing Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yellow.
49. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. Heavy?
Hey, Rimway.
Give me some. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Safety creep.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked.
Check 4, check 4. Spot. Yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Ready? 10-2 stop. 44. All day, dog. Ready?
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Giants' first down.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Jones on first down. Catch made by Slayton. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Now Jones operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mahomes now on first down. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Yellow.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Jones, open man is Ross, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
70, Indy.
Kill. Shoot. Check it out, Reed. Check.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 13.
A first down carry for Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Rush, look at me. Go.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First down, New York.
Ready up.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pilot, 64, weak. Back. 5.
On first down, Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Chris Jones on the
59,
stop.
go.
This will pick up the 6.
You.
At the Chiefs.
You draw Porker.
Squeeze, double up.
Let's go.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
18 Gator. Tight down. There you go. Check 52. Jim. Go on. 80 weapons. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, lock it. No. Lead River.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Squeeze. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Defenses, get off the field, defense. Check 31, check 31. Recon, 132 fighter. Check, check 43. You're out.
Saquon Barkley running right. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the counter. It's Logan. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Switch. Under 10, under 10, 10. Now.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow. Go on, 80. 28. Mike, 28. Let's put him on the bus. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first down, Benjamin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And going deep for... Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 38-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Single, slot. Hey,
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Attack. Check 6 guys.
Check 3, check 3.
Shoot. 15. Hey, 57. Nice 7, let's go.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
Yeah. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. John Ross, 82 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield, and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They're going deep for Hill. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check.
Go.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, let's get the mic.
Jones now throwing on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
Hey, team, still.
Number 53. Mike 53.
Hey, Haywood.
Check.
Good.
Stay at home. 53.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Delta. So don't say nothing. Mike, say go.
On first and 10, Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey,
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Kelce, the intended receiver there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
You don't want it. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Get in the weight room. 49, check 49, check 49.
53's the mic. 53.
Hey, box drop. Ready?
After the sack on 1st down, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Hey, orbit.
Check 53.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7 if he made 1 more.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Butker now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 40.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, this